At least one person was killed and 5 were injured as a fire engulfed a residential building amid a Russian drone attack on Odessa overnight on July 19. The enemy launched a massive attack on Odessa with strike drones. Despite the active work of our air defense forces, there is damage to civilian infrastructure, Odessa Oblast Governor Ola Kuiper first said in a Telegram post. Emergency services are cleaning up debris as a result of the attack, and casualty figures are preliminary. As a result of the attack, a fire broke out on the 6th to the 9th floors of a 9-story residential building. The fire was extinguished by rescuers along with volunteers, the State Emergency Service said. The premises of a medical laboratory, shops, a beauty salon, catering establishments and cars of city residents were also damaged. The inspection is ongoing, a full list of the damage and destruction is being established. Law enforcement officers are documenting the consequences of the armed aggression of the Russian Federation at the scene. 5 people were rescued from burning apartments, but one of the rescued women died, local authorities reported. An investigation has been launched into the commission of war crimes that resulted in the death of a person. The Russian Defense Ministry, meanwhile, said its air defense systems destroyed 87 Ukrainian drones in a 5-hour period Friday evening, including 48 over the Bryansk region bordering northern Ukraine, and 5 over the Moscow region.
Здравствуйте.
Сайта нет, это все.
Ukrainian soldiers have denied reports about the occupation of the villages of Yalta and Voskresenka in Donetsk region by the invading Russian army. Ukrainian fighters, who destroyed Russian soldiers near both villages with kamikaze drones, have raised the Ukrainian flag in those villages. As seen in drone footage, soldiers from Ukraine's 31st Brigade raised the Ukrainian flag in Voskresenka, while fighters from the 505th Marine Battalion did so in Yalta. It should be noted that the Russian Ministry of Defense had reported at the end of June that the village of Yalta had come under Russian control, and more recently, the village of Voskresenka was also claimed to be under Russian soldiers' control. U.S. President Donald Trump has told Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelenski that Kiev needed to go on the offensive in the war with Russia, Washington Post reported on Friday, citing unnamed Ukrainian officials. Trump told Zelensky during a phone call on July 4 that Ukraine could not change the course of the war by playing only defense. In the same phone conversation, Trump asked Zelensky whether Ukraine could strike Moscow, to which Zelensky replied, "If we have the right weapons, we can." The details of this phone call were first publicized by the Financial Times publication. The phone call was later described by Ukraine's Chief of Staff, Andriy Yermak, as the best call with Trump. Yermak said, "The spirit was uplifted after the call, but it is too early to celebrate." July 4th call marked a turning point, leading to Trump's decision to funnel more weapons to Ukraine. Trump also set a 50-day deadline for Russia to reach a peace deal before imposing 100% tariffs on Russian imports. According to Washington Post, this shift culminated months of work by European leaders, Republicans, and other supporters of Ukraine who gave Zelensky advice on how to handle interactions with Trump. A lot of Ukraine's allies have been in contact with Zelensky about this, but also among each other. "They're talking about how you talk to Trump," the publication quoted an unnamed European official as saying.